Jets Ward.
Jets, Jets. What is going on, Jet fans? And welcome back to another episode of the Jets Ward. I'm your host, Ryan Ward, and I'm so excited to be back with you guys. I got a fun one for you, but first, if you have been here before, welcome back. You know I love having you guys here. It is a great place to be because you guys keep coming back for more. And if you are new here, welcome. Whether you're a Jets fan of another NFL team, or just a casual NFL fan, you are always welcome here. It is a safe space for you. Now, guys, I've been talking a lot about quarterbacks this offseason because, again, the New York Jets are going into an offseason where quarterback is one of our biggest needs. We can never seem to get the position right, even when we get good veterans like Aaron Rodgers, or we target guys with high upside like Justin Fields, or even in the draft where we get Zach Wilson, Sam Darnold years and years ago. Now he's a Super Bowl winning champion. But with us, it was a struggle. One, because we never put anything around him, but I digress. Here we are again. I've been talking about a lot of different quarterback options, and I'm sure I'm going to talk about more as more get brought up. But today I'm going to talk to you guys about one that I brought up before, but more and more people are actually starting to talk about him now. And that is a guy who actually fits a description of what Frank Reich is looking for in a QB. A big, strong arm, smart, can dissect the defense, and a great pocket passer. And the guy that I'm bringing up is a guy who can be a fantastic trade option for the New York Jets this offseason, Tanner McKee. Now, Tanner McKee is a very interesting option. He stands at 6'6", 231 pounds. He's got a solid arm. And he, with his limited number of starts, he's actually looked very, very good and looks like a competent quarterback who's got a bright future for this league. He's only 25 and really hasn't gotten a chance. And the reason for that is because the Eagles have Jalen Hurts as their starting quarterback. They're paying him a lot of money, and he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback, a MVP. He's a solid young guy. But Tanner McKee has proven that he's, from the limited sample size that we got for him, he looks legit. He looks like a very good quarterback. He wasn't drafted very high coming out of Stanford. Again, looking at Frank Reich because he worked at Stanford the past couple of years. Tanner McKee fits everything that Frank Reich is looking for in a quarterback. He's big, solid arm, can maneuver around in the pocket, can digest the defense, can dissect it, can make every single throw. And he's just a very smart guy too. Very football oriented, loves the game, and works his tail off to get better. Now, with that being said, the knocks on him, very limited starts. We do not know what Tanner McKee is. I think he's only got 2 starts under his belt, and that's later in the end of the season too. One against the Giants, and I believe one against the Eagles, when the Philadelphia Eagles have already clinched a playoff spot. So we're looking at this kid from the limited stuff that he's got. And from what we've seen, and in preseason, he looks like he's got all the makeup to be a very good franchise quarterback. But that being said, he's a risk. The upside, though, is very, very high. Now, you're looking at like a Mac Jones. Mac Jones was drafted in the first round by the Patriots and was solid for them, but then had falling out, fell apart, went to Jacksonville, was a backup. Then look at him now in San Francisco. Looked as being one of the highest rated quarterbacks targets in the 2026 offseason. And for good reason. He played his tail off. He's somebody that the Jets could target as well, but he's going to be a very costly option. Tanner McKee, I don't know if he'd be as pricey as a lot of people think. Maybe a 4th round pick, and let's say a Jermaine Johnson, possibly. They're looking for edge help. Jermaine Johnson, I love him, but has not proved to be too dynamic, and maybe the Jets get a pick back in return too. But Tanner McKee has all of this high upside and has the makings to be a good quarterback in this league and seems to be a perfect fit in what Frank Reich would want to do. And I think working with Bill Musgrave, a quarterback coach who's been doing this for years and years, and everybody's going to look at what he's done in Cleveland and look at like him not being successful. He's had some really good years as a quarterback coach and offensive coordinator. He's a play caller as well. And Frank Reich was a former quarterback in the NFL with the Jets too, but he knows the position. And I think both of them could really help this young man out. And I think he could surprise a lot of people. I really, really do. I think Tanner McKee could be a very, very solid option for the New York Jets. Now, does Darren Muji pull the trigger on a move like that? I think he could. He's gone for younger guys as well. Juwan Briggs was a young guy that he took a swing on that turned out to be legit. Harrison Phillips was a great move as well. As Jarvis Brownlee Jr., great move. Sir Taylor, I know a lot of people aren't going to say there was an amazing move, but the guy stepped up really well when a lot of our cornerbacks went down. So Tanner McKee, I think, could be very good swing at a quarterback position. Only 25 years old, so he's got a lot of years left in the tank. And you bring him in, if he struggles, then the Jets have 3 first-round picks next year where you can get your quarterback, a rookie quarterback. But right now, if you trade for Tanner McKee, depending on what picks you give up, you have 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and if you, let's say you do trade pick 44 in the second round, you could trade back from 16 to acquire another second-round pick, or maybe a third-round pick, or both. Or you trade back from 16, acquire another second-round pick, trade back from 33 and acquire another second-round pick and third-round pick. There's things the Jets can do to support this kid if he were to come over. And you'd have a solid offensive line. Bring back Breece Hall. You'd have a legit number 1 running back. You have a legit number 1 receiver in Garrett Wilson. You could target a wide receiver in the first round in the draft, either a Jordan Tyson, Carnell Tate, Makai Lemon, Chris Brazzell, Omar Cooper Jr., Elijah Surratt, Denzel Washington, or Denzel Boston. Denzel Boston. The list goes on. There's a lot of guys you could target as wide receivers in the first round or even second round that could support this kid. Really, really good move. And I think the Jets, Tanner McKee, could fit really well here. A lot of kid, a big kid, smart kid, good locker room guy, can come in, support this team, and be our franchise quarterback for years to come. But let me know what you guys think. Would Tanner McKee be the guy that you'd want as the Jets starting quarterback? Would you take the risk on him? Would you pull the trigger on him? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. And make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. We're getting closer and closer to 3,000, and I really, really appreciate you guys for it. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys and the love and support you give me, and I appreciate you for that. And hit that bell for any notifications of when I post videos, just so you stay updated on what's going on in the Jets ward. And along with that, follow me on X, Instagram, and on TikTok as well. I try to post all my videos and shorts there as well, just so you can see me on other platforms as well. And again, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. And I thank you so much for joining me in the JETS Jets Ward. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
The Jets Ward.